Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. We have a three-way tie in the American League Central going into the last ball game of the season. You see all three teams here have already clinched at least a wild card, but the final day of the season is going to determine who wins the AL Central, with the Twins and Indians winning 9 of 10 down the stretch and the Tigers stumbling in at 5-5. We're going to play the Indians in the final game, so we at least have a chance to control our own fate. The Twins play the Royals, and as you see here, they lost. So now, this game that we are about to see is going to determine who wins the American League Central here in 2022, as the Tigers looking to win this division for the second year in a row now. And we are going out to Cleveland with the Tigers squaring off with the Indians for the final game of the season. It took all 162 of them to finish this one in terms of determining a victor in this division, and the Tigers looking to get it done here on the road as they are going to face off against Mike Clevenger, a great right-handed starting pitcher. He's 15-4 on the year, a 1.08 whip, and an ERA of 2.42. He has been very good for them this year, as has the rest of this pitching staff for the most part, and the Tigers going to have to get it done with the bats. And starting things off is Les Delevsky, a 2-0 pitch. He turns on one, rips it down the line, and just like that, it is already 1-0 as Les Delevsky hits his 17th homer of the year, a solo shot, a line drive that just hung up and got out of here, stunning this crowd, as the Indians fans are still making their way to the seats, and it's already 1-0 on the homer from the rookie. Great year for him. Next batter, Kristen Stewart. 2-1 pitch is going to sneak through the shift there. A perfectly placed ground ball, and now it's a runner on. Still nobody out, and that brings up Michael Brantley. He's going after the first pitch. This one was right down the middle, and he jumps on that, takes it into the gap. Stewart kind of hesitated at second for whatever reason. He probably would have stopped at third anyway, but now it's second and third after the double from Brantley, and trouble brewing already for Clevenger. Big strikeout here, though, as he gets Kohler out in front of a changeup for the first out, and that brings up Domingo Santana on a 0-1 pitch. He had one to hit there, lifts a fly ball into right field. It's not going to be deep enough, though, for Walker to tag, as Mancini makes the grab for the second out. And that'll give us a chance to look at the Tigers lineup. It's Delevsky in center, Stewart in right, Brantley in left, Kohler at first. DH is Domingo Santana, Gonzalez at short, Bodie at third, Grullon catching, and Nico Goodrum batting ninth, playing second base. Now a 3-2 pitch to Gonzalez. He hits it hard, knocked down by Ramirez. He's going to recover and get the out. So Clevenger, a good job getting out of the inning with just the one run on the leadoff solo shot from Les Delevsky. On the hill for the Tigers is right-hander Jordan Balazovic. He's making his 33rd start of the year. He has a record of 13-13, 3.84 ERA. Not a terrible year for him, but he's going to get a good start here, striking out Hernandez on just 3 pitches for the first out. Then it's Brian Rocchio. He hits a ground ball to Kohler on the first pitch of the at-bat. So 4 pitches in, 2 outs. Now we take a look at the Indians lineup, and it was Hernandez at second, Rocchio playing short, Mancini in right, Franmil Reyes at the DH, Ramirez at third, Dickerson in left, Mercado in center, Carlos Santana at first, and Spencer Kieboom is the catcher. Next batter is Trey Mancini, and he's down on strikes, so 2 strikeouts in the first inning for Balazovic, so a good start for the Tigers. Ahead by 1 now as we go to the second. First batter, David Bodie, he's out in front of a curve, down on strikes. Then it's Davey Grullon. He chases a slider off the plate. He's down on strikes. And now Nico Goodrum on a 2-2 pitch lifts one deep to right field. But this is going to stay in the park, as that'll be caught by Mancini for the final out here in the top half of the second. Then it's Franmil Reyes leading things off. He's going to draw a walk on 5 pitches. So the first base runner of the ball game is a walk there. And then it's Ramirez. He's going to take one through the left side. And now it's first and second for the Indians. Still nobody out. That brings up Corey Dickerson. 0-1 pitch to him, ground ball to second. That's going to get past the diving Nico Goodrum. The throw to the plate from Stewart is not going to be in time, so 3 hits in a row, and the Indians have tied this thing at 1. Still nobody out, and runners on first and second. Then it's Oscar Mercado. First pitch, he hits a one-hop to second, and it's a 4-6-3 double play, and that is huge, as now he's 1 out away from getting out of the inning here and stranding the runner. But it's Carlos Santana going up the middle, and that is into center field, and now the Indians are out in front 2-1 in the early going. We are still in the second inning here, 2 away. It's Spencer Keyboom. He lifts one into right field, but Stewart is going to run that one down for the final out, but not before the Indians have taken the lead 2-1 as we go to the third inning here at Progressive Field. Starting things off, Les Dalevsky, he's going to drop down a bunt. So he hits a homer in his first at bat, and now he's going to drop down a bunt single, and the rookie getting it done here in the biggest ball game he's played in to this point in his career. And there he goes. He's off and running, and Stewart's going to rip one down the line. That's going to stay fair, go into the corner. With Dalevsky's speed, he's going to come around to score and tie this ball game on the RBI double from Stewart, and nobody out, still a runner in scoring position. Now Michael Brantley, ground ball through the right side. They're going to hold Stewart at third, so runners on the corners and nobody out, and Bert Kohler coming up. 2-1 pitch to him. He had one to hit, but pops it up the elevator shaft, and now Clevenger just needs a double play to get out of the inning. Next batter, Domingo Santana. He's down on strikes. That's 4 Ks for Clevenger. And then it's Marwin Gonzalez. He gets a hanger, hits it deep to center field, but he got under this one, and it is going to come up just shy of the track, hauled in by Mercado for the final out. So the Tigers do tie the game, but they had an opportunity to get the lead back and then stranded that double from Stewart. As now we go to the third. Blazovic now going up in the zone, and he's going to get a looking strikeout there for his third K. Then it's Brian Rochillo. He's going to hit one into left field, a backdoor slider. Nice piece of hitting there, so he's on with 1 away. And the heart of the order due up with Trey Mancini. First pitch he sees. He's going to rip one. It's right at Bodie. He knocks it down, recovers, goes to second, and it's an inning-ending double play. So Jordan Blazovic has them tied at 2 as we go to the fourth now, and it's David Bodie lifting one deep to left center. That ball was hanging, and that's going to stay in the park. We caught just shy of the warning track. Now it's Davey Grullon. He's going to check his swing here, but the first base umpire says he went around, and he is down on strikes. Now 5 Ks for Clevenger. And then with 2 away, it's Nico Goodrum. Fastball in the inside corner, gets the call, and that will end the inning as Clevenger now has 6 Ks through 4 innings. We are tied at 2 heading to the bottom of the fourth. Franmil Reyes due up. He's going to lift a high fly into right center field. Dalevsky with plenty of time to get to that one, and that would be the first out. Then it's Jose Ramirez. A 1-1 pitch to him. It's chopped to second. Goodrum in to grab that one over to first, and now 2 away for Corey Dickerson, and he is down on strikes with the high fastball there. And through 4 innings, we are still tied at 2 here in Cleveland. Now on to the fifth. Starting things off, Lev Dalevsky. He grounds one to short. Nice play here. Throwing on the run to get him by a half a step. That's the first out. Then it's Kristen Stewart. 2-2 pitch. He hits one deep to right center field. This ball is back to the track, but it is going to stay in the park and be caught just shy of the wall. That's 2 down now, and that brings up Michael Brantley. He's going after the first pitch and just rolls over one. Steps on the bag, and that's it for the Tigers in the fifth. We're going to the bottom of the fifth now. Oscar Mercado starting things off. A 2-0 pitch. He takes one into the left center field gap. That's going to go all the way to the wall, and it's going to be a leadoff double for the Indians. So now a chance for them to take the lead here. But it's Carlos Santana, 3-2 pitch. He lifts one into center field. Dalevsky is under this one, and there is not going to be a tag. So now runner on second and 1 away. And Spencer Keyboom, a 1-2 pitch. He chases a slider off the plate for a big second out there. That's going to bring up Cesar Hernandez with 2 away. A 1-0 pitch to him is hittable. He lifts it into deep left field. Long run for Brantley. He is going to make the catch on the run. And we are tied after 5 innings. And we go to the 6th now with Kohler due up for the Tigers. An 0-1 pitch to him is lifted into left center or left field, and that's going to be caught for the first out. Then it's Domingo Santana. He goes after the first pitch, a changeup that he was sitting on, rips it up the middle for a base hit. So the Tigers have a base runner with 1 away. Then it's Carlos Gonzalez. He takes one through the right side. That's going to make it first and second, and now another opportunity for the Tigers. And that is going to do it for Mike Clevenger as Terry Francona is going to come and get him. He pitched well, kept him in it after that solo shot to start off the ball game. Struggled a little bit in the third inning, but worked his way out of trouble there. But now he's going to need some help from the bullpen with 2 on and 1 away here in the 6th as they turn to the right-hander, J.B. Bukauskas. You see his numbers there through 22 appearances this year. Sort of a middle to long relief type guy for them. They're going to need to get some work from him here as with 1 away, runners in scoring position. And now there's going to be 2 runners in scoring position as this one gets away. That's going to go down as a wild pitch. So runners on second and third now. And Bodie with a big opportunity. 3-2 pitch is a slider that was right down the middle, but he was out in front. And that is a big strikeout there. Now Davy Grion on a 2-1 pitch lifts one into center field. That ball was right down the middle, but he just missed it. And Mercado makes the grab to end the threat here in the 6th. Now to the bottom of the 6th, it's Brian Rochio starting things off for the Indians. And an 0-2 pitch to him is a changeup down. He hits a ground ball to first. Kohler to Balazovic covering the bag there, and that's the first out. Then it's Trey Mancini, 2-2 pitch, fastball up and in, and he's down on strikes. Nice pitch from Balazovic there. That's his 6th K of the ball game. Now a 3-2 to Reyes. Tried to throw that same pitch, but he does not get the call. So it's ball 4 and a base runner with 2 away. That brings up Jose Ramirez. He hits one hard, but that's going to be handled by Gonzalez. Over to Goodrum for this 3rd out of the inning, and now we go to the 7th, still tied at 2 in a huge ball game for both of these clubs. Nico Goodrum starting things off. He rips one into right, but that's going to be right at Mancini, caught for the 1st out. Then it's Delevsky, 2-2 pitch. He hits one deep to right center field. Long run for Mancini here, but he is going to get to that one for a big 2nd out. That was probably going to be a triple if it gets down. Then it's Kristen Stewart. He's going to hit one to the right side, but the shift works here. That's going to do it for the Tigers. We head to the stretch, still tied at 2. Balazovic still out there. He's going to get a routine fly to center here as Delevsky pulls that one in for the 1st out. Then it's Mercado on a 1-0 pitch. He had one to hit there, but he lifts it into center field, and Delevsky runs that one down for the 2nd out. Then it's Carlos Santana. 1-2 pitch is a nice changeup down and in. He swings through that. That is 6 Ks for Balazovic, and he has pitched 7 very good innings for the Tigers. Now on to the 8th. Michael Brantley, 1-1 pitch. He turns on a slider that was in off the plate, and it's going to get down in front of Mancini for a base hit to start off the inning. And now Ron Gardenhire going to go with some strategery as he brings Travis Jankowski off the bench to pinch run. He's also going to put him in motion here on a 2-1 pitch. There he goes. It's ball 3, and he steals 2nd. Now Bert Kohler on a 3-2. Chops one back up the middle. Jankowski immediately broke for 3rd, and he's going to get there as the throw goes to 1st. There's one away now, and it's Domingo Santana. 2-1 pitch. They try a squeeze. The pitch is way low, and Jankowski is toast on the failed squeeze attempt. And now a 3-2 pitch to Santana. He hits a routine chopper over to 3rd. Ramirez on to 1st, and an opportunity squandered there. As you know, the Tigers pulling out all the stops trying to squeeze with their 4-hitter at the plate, but unfortunately it does not work. Now on to the bottom of the 8th. Balazovic still out there. He gets a fly ball there. Nice running grab from Jankowski. And now a ground ball to the right side. Goodrum charging, and he's going to make the play for the 2nd out. And now with 2 away, it's Brian Rochio. 1-2 pitch to him is a nice slider down and away. He hits it hard, but Gonzalez pulls that one in to end the inning, and that is 8 strong innings from Jordan Balazovic as we are tied at 2 going to the 9th inning, and that's going to start off with Marwin Gonzalez going back up the middle. Bukauskas still out there for the Indians, but it's a leadoff single, and now the Tigers going to the bench again. Brandon Dixon coming on to pinch run. He's got some speed. The Tigers are also going to turn to Sheldon Noisy to pinch hit for David Bodie, who had been struggling at the plate, and he is going to, on a 0-2 pitch, rip one back up the middle that gets past the diving try by Rochio, and now it is 1st and 2nd, nobody out, and another opportunity for the Tigers. They're sticking with Bukauskas, and he's going to get Grullon striking out again. That is 3 strikeouts for Grullon. Now Nico Goodrum. That pitch is down in the dirt, kicks away, but a nice recovery, and he gets Dixon at 3rd. That is huge, as that throw had to be a good one to get him. And now, later in the at-bat, Nico Goodrum is going to lift one to deep right center field. It's a long run for Mercado, but he makes the catch. So if Dixon had been safe at third, he would have scored there on a tag. Instead, we go to the bottom of the ninth, still tied at 2, and now Tigers turning to the bullpen as Arodys Vizcaíno coming on. You see his numbers there. He's been very dependable for the Tigers in relief this year, and he's going to have to be sharp here because one run would end it. Starting things off, Trey Mancini, ground ball to second, handled by Dixon, and that's the first out. Then it's Franmil Reyes. 0-2 pitch is down. He swings through the sinker, and that's the second out. Nice pitch from Vizcaíno there. And then it's Jose Ramirez, a 1-2 fastball way up out of the zone. He's chasing, and he's down on strikes. And 9 innings is not enough to settle it here in the last game of the season as we are going to extra innings. And J.B. Bukauskas still out there. He gets Delevsky frozen on a fastball on the inside corner. Then it's Kristen Stewart, slider in. He swings through that one. Second K of the inning for Bukauskas, and now it's Travis Jankowski. He swings through that slider as well. A beautiful inning there from Bukauskas, who now has the Indians going to the bottom of the 10th with an opportunity to win it. And Tim Mesa coming on in relief for the Tigers. The lefty has been up and down for them most of the year. He can't have a down ball game in this one, and he's going to start off with a strikeout of Dickerson, gets the call on the outside corner there. Then it's Oscar Mercado. He chases a slider off the outside corner. That's 2 down, and that brings up Carlos Santana. 0-1 pitch to him was a slider down and in, kind of jams him. He lifts a fly ball into center. Delevsky has it, and we are going to the 11th. Bert Kohler starts off the 11th inning with a ball into the gap. He's going to turn for 2. Heading into second with a stand-up double, and the Tigers have another opportunity here late in the ball game, and now the Indians are going to turn to the bullpen as Dominic Leone is going to come on and finally relieve J.B. Bukauskas, who did a fantastic job for the Indians, getting them all the way to the 11th. But now he's responsible for the runner on second. Domingo Santana hits the ball to the right side, so that's going to move Kohler up to third. That brings up Brandon Dixon. He is going to draw a walk on a 3-2 pitch up and away out of the zone there. And now it's Sheldon Noisy on a 0-2 pitch. He stays back on a slider down and away, lifts a ball into right field. This is deep enough that Kohler is going to be able to tag and score with ease. And the Tigers are now out in front, 3-2. Still 2 down here in the top of the 11th, but a huge sac fly from Sheldon Noisy there. And now they just got to hold on. There's Davy Grion, 3-2 pitch. He's down on strikes again. 4 Ks for him as the Leon gets them out of the inning just down by 1. But the Tigers out in front, and now they are turning to Jordan Hicks. He is looking for save number 49 on the season, an ERA of 2.17. The hard-throwing righty looking to get the job done here and win the division for the Tigers. First pitch is popped up in right into a foul territory down the first base line, and Kohler has that one. Then it's Cesar Hernandez. He hits one hard, but right at Nico Goodrum, but he muffs it, and Hernandez is going to leg this out. Now the tying run is on with 1 away, and it's Brian Rochillo. 3-2 pitch, fastball just high, and the runner goes into scoring position now, and the tying run is on with just 1 out. Then it's Trey Mancini. 1-2 pitch. Fastball in on his hands. He swings through it for a second out. A big strikeout there from Hicks. That brings up Franmil Reyes. 3-1 pitch to him is a slider down, and the bases are loaded. 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th, and Jose Ramirez is on. First pitch, he lifts one into center field, but this is going to hang up and be caught by Delevsky, and the Tigers have won this thing in 11 innings here at Cleveland. They are the American League Central champions in 2020. Second year in a row they've claimed that title. This was a tight ball game all the way. Lots of opportunities for both teams. The Tigers had several chances down the stretch to try and score and go ahead. And they finally get the job done with Tim Mesa collecting the win in this one. Jordan Hicks got the save. Les Delevsky 2 for 5, hit that solo homer to start off the game, and then also had a bunt single. Tim Mesa gets the win, going 1 inning, striking out 2. Got to feel bad for J.B. Bukauskas as he pitched well, going 4 2/3, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts. You know, he left that runner on second, and then that gets registered as the only earned run against him, as after he left the game, Leone wasn't able to get him out of that inning, and then Hicks gets the save, walking 2, striking out 1 in the bottom of the 11th. 12 hits and a walk for the Tigers against 12 strikeouts. 4 of those strikeouts belonging to Davy Grion, who went 0 for 5 in this one, really struggled. They got the homer from Delevsky, stolen base from Jankowski, and then he was caught on the failed squeeze attempt. Balazovic with a great game, going 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and the 2 earned. And then the bullpen giving them 3 innings of scoreless work, just 5 hits and 4 walks combined for the whole staff against 12 strikeouts, as the Tigers win this one in the 11th inning to collect the American League Central title. And now we are going to look around the league at some standings to end the season, some stats, and some awards. So for the next 10 minutes or so, try to keep up, as this is going to go quick. So the Yankees fall 16 games behind the Red Sox, who win this division in runaway fashion. The Orioles 49-13 in a just awful season there in Baltimore. That team just continues to struggle year after year now. The Red Sox were the best team in the American League with 103 victories, and they took that division with ease. Then in the Central, as you saw, the Tigers take the division with the Indians and Twins collecting the wild cards in the American League. So not much to cover there because we already kind of knew what was going on with that one. The Angels 89-73. They win that division by 3 games over the Astros, with the A's 4 games back. And now we'll take a look at the wild card finish, just so you kind of see how not close it was, as the Yankees were 8 games back of the Twins and Indians in that race. In the National League, in the East, it's the Braves by 2 games over the Phillies, who also collected a wild card in the National League. The Washington Nationals just 81-81, disappointing year for them. The Cardinals won the Central at 90-72, 7 games up on the Cubs, and then the Dodgers with 105 wins, the best record in baseball, and they win that division by 14 games over the Padres, who collect a wild card. The Rockies finishing 21 back in that one. They were 6 back in the wild card race, with the Padres and Phillies winning those playoff bids. Now we will take a look at some league leaders. In the AL, it's Austin Meadows taking the batting title, hitting .345 for the season, so impressive year for him. In terms of home runs, Mike Trout, 55 bombs, led the league by 9. Impressive year for him, as always, it seems like. There is Domingo Santana with 35. I think that's the first 30-homer guy we've had in this franchise series. And Mike Trout with 136 driven in gets the title for that category. We'll take a look at... there's Bert Kohler with 107, so another good year for him in his sophomore campaign. In terms of stolen bases, Les Delevsky led all of baseball with 53, not even close in the American League, with Byron Buxton second at just 29, but an impressive year for Delevsky all around. On base percentage, Yordan Alvarez, 425, was best in that category. Mike Trout, 728 slugging, and this number coming up is insane, a 1.139 OPS. Anything over 1,000 is really impressive, but that number is just insane. Chris Sale, 21 wins. He was 21-4 on the year. Matthew Boyd with 17 was second best in the AL, and there's Tarek Skubal with 16, good for tie for third in the league. So impressive rookie year for him, or full rookie year at least. Carl Edwards Jr. with 50 saves edged out Jordan Hicks, who was just 1 back with 49. And then ERA crown goes to Mike Clevenger, who we faced in that final game of the year at 2.44. So pretty solid year for him. We'll take a look at strikeouts. Chris Sale with 255, best in all of baseball, edging out Shohei Ohtani, who had 251. And then Shane Bieber with 230.2 innings pitched, just edging out Chris Sale in that category. So Sale ought to get the Cy Young from what I could tell. Matthew Boyd was 5th on that list in terms of innings pitched. Shane Bieber with a 1.04 whip, and there's Sale in 3rd in that category. So he had a really impressive year this season. He got the pitching WAR title at 6.8, not really close in that category. And then Mike Trout, 10.6, as he just continues to be the best player in all of baseball. In the National League, Corey Seager gets the batting title at 324 for the season. So good year for him. Home run title goes to Joey Gallo, hit 45 bombs for the Cubs. Also batted 289, which is way up from his normal. And Juan Soto had 131 RBIs, good for best in that category. Trey Turner with 47 steals, with Castro and VR both up there over 40 on his heels. Juan Soto with a 419 on base percentage, best in the league. Joey Gallo, 611 slugging, best in the NL. And then in terms of OPS, it was Juan Soto at 1.012. Now on to pitching, it's 18 wins for Mike Soroka for the Braves, best in that category. And there's German Marquez with 17 wins out in Colorado, another impressive year for him. Pagan and Giles both with 50 saves, so that was good for a tie for the best in all of baseball. Walker Buehler, a 2.39 ERA, just edge out Clevenger for best in the majors in that category. In terms of strikeouts, Walker Buehler with 250 edged out Scherzer in that category. And then for innings pitched, it's Jacob deGrom, 226 and 2/3 of work for the Mets this year. Chris Paddock with a .99 WHIP in San Diego, great year for the ace of that club. And then Walker Buehler with a 6.4 WHIP. Clayton Kershaw still up there in the top 5 in that category. And there's Juan Soto with a 9.2 batting WAR, good for best in the NL. Now we look at awards. In the American League, the MVP goes to Mike Trout. He hit .322 with 55 home runs and 136 driven in. So a fantastic year for him. Sale does get the Cy Young. There's Matthew Boyd in third in the voting in that category. Austin Meadows win the batting title at .345. Roberto Osuna, 41 saves and a 1.26 ERA, gets the Reliever of the Year award for the second year in a row. Les Delevsky, Rookie of the Year. And he edged out Matt Manning. So we've had 3 years in a row with the Rookie of the Year, and the top 2 this year. So good things for the Tigers in the future as we're young. Gold Glove in the American League goes to Shohei Ohtani. Rutschman gets it for catcher. Montcastle at first base for the Orioles as well. Merrifield gets one at second base. At third base, it's Hanser Alberto with his second in the last 3 years. Marwin Gonzalez gets it for the Tigers at shortstop. So the veteran having a great year for us. Then Domingo Santana finishes second in left field, which is kind of curious because he's really not that good defensively. Les Delevsky, third in the voting there as Byron Buxton collects his second Gold Glove in as many years. And Max Kepler gets it in right field, didn't make a single error all year, which seems to be the biggest factor for the deciding on those awards in this game. Franmil Reyes gets the Silver Slugger at DH. Garver again at catcher for the Twins. At first base, it's Burt Kohler for the second year in a row. Another good year for him. He ended up with 31 home runs. Really turned the power stroke on down the stretch. Merrifield gets the Gold Glove and a Silver Slugger at second base. Bregman with another Silver Slugger, and Bogarts with another at shortstop. And then in the outfield, it's Mike Trout, JD Martinez, and Austin Meadows. Now we will hop over to the National League, where the MVP goes to Juan Soto, .315 with 43 homers. Buehler gets the Cy Young. Seager with the batting title. Ken Giles, Reliever of the Year. Lewin Diaz for the Marlins, the Rookie of the Year, .316, 23 homers for him. Juan Soto gets the Hank Aaron Award. Baird gets the Gold Glove at pitcher. Shea Langeliers, the catcher for the Braves, gets one. Freddie Freeman, another Gold Glove at first base. Ozzie Albies, 3 years in a row at second base. Eugenio Suarez at third base. Paul DeJong at short. Kyle Schwarber at left field, come on. He is terrible defensively. Just because he didn't make any errors, he gets a Gold Glove. Give me a break. Victor Robles in center. Mookie Betts in right. That's not much of a surprise. And now for Silver Sluggers, who cares about pitchers? Wilson Ramos for the catchers gets it. And Freddie Freeman at first base, another one. Keston Huira, another at second base. Nolan Arenado, another at third base. At shortstop, it is Corey Seager for the Dodgers, then Juan Soto, Joey Gallo, and Bryce Harper in the outfield. So that's it for awards. Now we look at the Tigers' stats for position players. Brandon Dixon, another good season, called up late and really performed well for us. So really like what we got from him. Kristen Stewart, though, was the surprise of the year. .318, 16 homers in just 274 at bats. So absolutely phenomenal performance for him after being called up. Michael Brantley, 303, 23 homers, and 489 at bats. Nico Goodrum, a breakout year, 293 with 25 home runs. Really impressed with the year that he put together. Bert Kohler, 297, 31 homers, and 107 driven in. This guy has played in every game except for one in his major league career, so we're getting a lot of innings out of him. Would like to see the strikeouts come down and the walks go up a little bit, but still really good numbers from him. Domingo Santana hit 35 homers and batted .255 for us. Les Delevsky, a great year for the rookie, 271, 17 home runs, and 53 stolen bases. Harold Castro, 293 with 6 homers, pretty good year. Marwin Gonzalez, a 781 OPS with 22 homers. Impressed with what he did for us. David Bodie struggled at the beginning of the year and struggled at the end of the year, but 260, 15 homers, not too bad all in all. Lawrence Walker missed a lot of time, but 276 with 9 dingers is not that bad. Sheldon Noisy, 285 with 11 home runs. He was pretty consistent all year long, and I got to figure out what to do with those two guys next year because I can't keep two good third basemen splitting time like they have been. Davey Grullon really struggled down the stretch, but 267 with 12 homers, all in all, not that bad. Jake Rogers never really had it going for an extended period of time, but not a terrible season. And then Elvis Vizcaíno never got it going and then went on the DL. So that's it for the position players. Now we will take a look at the pitchers. So let's sort here by whip. And we've got Jordan Hicks at the top, 1.10 whip. 49 saves, as we mentioned earlier. He was really good for us pretty much all year long. Daniel Norris, good job out of the bullpen, going 99 innings with a 1.22 whip. And same for Xiaoqing Chang. He got some starts as well. So good job by both of those two guys in long relief for us. Matthew Boyd, a pretty impressive season in general. Tim Meza was just kind of okay this year. So not sure if we're going to bring him back or not. We've got a lot of options for relief pitching, so we'll see what we do there. Casey Mize, a good year. He missed some time because of the broken forearm, but 10-5 with a 1.38 whip and 3.65 ERA. Pretty good for his rookie campaign. Vizcaíno was very good for us all year long. I'm actually surprised how high his whip is because it seemed like he was a lot better than that this year. Balazovic was kind of up and down for parts of the year, but a pretty decent year all in all. 13 wins, a 1.4 whip, and a 3.78 ERA. Dominic Billingsley struggled a little bit, but he's young, so I'm not super concerned. His big challenge really is that he doesn't get a lot of strikeouts because he doesn't have strikeout stuff. Anyway, Skubal pitched okay for us. He got 16 wins, but I'd like to see his ERA and whip come down. Matt Manning, pretty much the same story, but 12 wins from him in his rookie year, not too bad. And then Jimenez just struggled all year long. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below, and we will see you all next time.
If we never get